Hey folks, Dagger from the 6 here, coming to you from Long Haul Trailer Sales in Listowel, Ontario. Big thanks to the guys at Long Haul for letting me film a few of their trailers today. I actually came here to film a couple of ProLite floor plans that I hadn't filmed in the past, and I came across this Vista Cruiser 19 MBS, and it's a really interesting floor plan, so I thought, well, I'm here, I might as well film this one too. So it's got a lot of premium features, but what really makes it interesting is it weighs under 3,600 pounds dry, so it's going to be very towable by your 5,000-pound tow capacity SUVs. It's got a Murphy bed, it's got a large dinette, it's got a fully equipped kitchen, and it's got a huge dry bath. So I'm really excited to show you this one. This is a floor plan that can work great for either couples or families. We're going to do our usual. We'll take a look inside. We're going to walk around the outside, and then I'll do my final thoughts. Let's get started. And let's head inside the Gulf Stream Vista Cruiser 19 MBS. And you can see that we do get a screen door, which is always a nice feature for ventilation, keep the bugs out. And also it's a friction hinge, which I always love to see. Just don't have to worry about the wind taking that door away, which is always a nice feature. So we'll head inside and we'll just give you the lay of the land to start. So right to the right of the door and at the front of the trailer, you have our Murphy bed set up with a jackknife sofa and lots of lighting up here, reading lights, some storage. Right across from the door and a little bit to the left, you have your full kitchen, and you can see you've got a lot of storage and lots of goodies for us to look at in there. Got a full-size 4-person dinette to the left of the door, and then towards the rear we have our refrigerator, and then the entire back of the trailer is a large dry bath. But we're going to spin around and start with the bedroom slash couch area. And one nice thing right off the bat before we even get in there is you have these curtains, and as you can see, so mom and dad can have a little bit of privacy if they want it. So that's kind of a cool feature for sure. So love to see that. And there's one on the other side so that you can cover the whole area. And there's the track right there. You can see that we also get a vent here. I'd love to see that be a Fantastic fan or a Max Air fan, but I guess because the hole is there, you could certainly easily install one if you wanted to. So that's a good thing. Just having a look behind this curtain here, and you'll see that we have a USB plug and we have 120 volt plugs. And I'm assuming that we're going to have that on both sides. And yeah, it's a little bit further back on this side, but you can see it underneath that little triangular table. And of course we have storage here. Nice closet. And we'll just come around to the other side. And we've got a nice closet there too as well. All right, I'm going to put the camera down and just put the bed down so that you can see what it looks like. And there we are set up as a bed, and I don't have the measurements with me right now, but I'll put them up on the screen if I can find them online. But it definitely looks like a very spacious bed. Still in the bedroom actually, but we have nice valances, and then we have nice push up and pull down blinds. Simple, easy to use, so I actually like those. I mean, there are fancier types of blinds available, but these ones do the job and they function very easily, so I like them. We've got the same on the window on this side as well. And of course, having windows on both sides means that you can get a cross ventilation going as well, which is great. All right, let's take a look at the dinette area, and we'll start on the side of the cabinets here. You can see we have our hot water heater controller, and then we have our water pump switch and all of the other light switches, and our monitors for our tanks and so on. So the awning switch is also here as well. And we've got great storage, also nice lighting. I like to see lights on both sides there to light up the dinette. And then we also have a light down here as well, which is great. More speakers as well. And we'll take a look inside of these cabinets. And you can see we've got a lot of space, and that's going to keep going over to this side. So we'll close those up and take a look on this side. Okay, so we've got a shelf, and it does have a nice lip, which is great. So things are going to stay where you want them to stay. So that's nice. And we've got our stereo control here, and then we have our air conditioning control here, right here. And this trailer does come with air conditioning standard. Now down below we have our dinette, and you know, it's for 4 big adults, it might be a little bit tight. For 2 adults and 2 kids, it's going to be perfect. But I think 4 adults could fit in there in a pinch. So nice sized table as well, so I appreciate that. And underneath this bench, we do have some storage. And there you can see, so it's wide open on this side. The other side has a little sticker on it that says this is not a storage area, so I'm not going to bother opening up the other side. All right, across from the dinette, we've got our kitchen, and it's fully equipped. So we'll start at the top, and as you can see, we've got more lights and nice set of cabinets here. And these are quite deep, so definitely deep enough for full dinner plates and what have you, or you could use it as a pantry, of course, as well. So we'll close that up. We do get a microwave, and it's not a convection microwave, but you really don't need a convection microwave on this trailer because as we go down, you'll see we have a 3-burner stove, and we actually get an oven as well. So you're going to be able to cook your pizzas and whatnot in the actual oven itself. So that is a nice feature. They're definitely not skimping on the features. We also have a hood vent, and so you're going to be able to keep the cooking gases and get them out of the trailer. And obviously we have to have that because we don't have a fantastic fan here in the main area of the trailer. Nice stainless steel sink, residential style faucet. It's a pull down faucet as well. So that's a nice feature. And then down below, we do get a large storage cabinet. Oh, we got a little bit of a leak going on with the winterizing fluid there. But lots of space for your pots and pans and so on down here. So that's awesome. Oh, and one other thing that I should point out is that we do get solid surface countertops. And I don't know if they've always done that. That might be a new thing, but this is a solid surface countertop here. Now, to the left of it, we've got a little entertainment area and also more storage. And so we've got a little bit of a pantry style thing going on here. So that's awesome. Love to see that. And nice space for toasters, coffee makers, all that. We've got 2 120 volt plugs, and then you've got all of your TV and cable plugs here. And we also have our solar charge controller here. We do get a solar panel to help with charging the battery with this 12 volt fridge. And we do have a mount here. And I know that just comes out. There we go. And nice setup because you could either just have it pushed right in and it's right across from the dinette, so you could watch it from the dinette, or you can pull it out like so, and you're going to be pointed at the couch. So I think that's a nice setup. And actually there is, didn't notice, but there's a little bit of storage in there in behind it as well. So that's kind of cool. We'll just put that back. So, and the last thing we're going to look at then in the kitchen is the fridge. And this is a large fridge, plenty of space in that freezer, and lots of space in that fridge too as well. So love to see that. You're definitely going to be able to put a week's worth of food in there for sure. All right, that leaves us with the bathroom. Now I have the fan on. I'm just going to turn it off so we can keep the noise down. But it is really hot today. So as you can see, we've got plenty of storage. We've got 120 volt plugs right there. And then we've got our toilet. And then right to the left of the door, you've got our shower. Nice curved shower door. We've got a window back here. It's also an emergency exit. All the same window coverings and valances. And then as we come around this corner, you can see that we have a full vanity with a sink, a medicine cabinet, and plenty of storage. So let's just start opening up some. So we've got a full closet here. So lots of storage inside this trailer. Wow. We've got a GFI plug right there. Some storage underneath the sink as well. And then there's the medicine cabinet. Let's just take a look and see what that looks like. Very nice. And we'll just spin around and take a look at this storage. So you've got a little shelf up here. Got another little cubby right there. 2 more shelves in here. And once again, guys, I apologize for me. I'm sweating quite profusely, but it's just really, really hot. And maybe a little bit too late in the day to be filming this type of thing. But anyway, I'm sitting on the toilet, perfect height, lots of space. I wouldn't have minded if they'd angled it a little bit because there's not a lot of elbow room here on the left. The right has plenty, but still, this is very comfortable. Definitely a thumbs up. And let me just kick off my shoes now. And we're going to try the shower. It is a bit of a step up into the shower. All right, and As you can see, I'm exactly 6 feet tall. If I stay in the skylight, I'm fine. I've got another 3-4 inches or so. Hopefully you guys can see that. So that's good. Decent amount of elbow room too. Thumbs up to the bathroom. I mean, you're getting a full dry bath in the back of this trailer. And yeah, I think that's awesome for a trailer that's still reasonably lightweight. So once again, I just want to show you there's tons of headroom. So it's almost 7 feet in this trailer, so no problem there. In terms of ventilation, we've got lots of windows, so there's plenty of opportunity for cross breeze. We do have a fan in the bathroom. I wish that this was a fantastic fan or a max air fan, but unfortunately they haven't given us that. But we do get an air conditioning unit, which is nicely flushly mounted, so it doesn't really impact headroom at all. And of course we have a furnace as well. So everything that you need to stay warm or cool depending on what the weather is doing. Before we dive into the outside walkthrough, let's just review some of the key specs on this unit. You're looking at a length of 23 foot 2 inches, exterior height is 10 foot 2 inches, and width comes in at 7 foot 6 inches. Dry weight, unloaded of course, comes in at 3,551 pounds with a 420 pound tongue weight. Cargo carrying capacity is 869 pounds. And let's start our outside walkthrough of the Vista Cruiser 19 MBS here on the nose. And some nice features up here. We've got a standard power tongue jack, which is great. And we also have dual propane tanks. Of course, we have our safety chains and our breakaway cable, as you would expect. And we do have a nice spot to put our battery or batteries right here behind the propane tank. And we got a battery cutoff switch, diamond plating as well to protect the front. And in terms of construction, one of the nice things is you have a single laminated piece of fiberglass that goes right from the nose here all the way to the back bumper. So a single piece fiberglass roof is a great feature on this trailer for sure. Coming around to the utility side, you can see that we do have stabilizer here, and we have stabilizers on all 4 corners, which is great. And just going to show you the pass-through storage. It's nicely finished. It has lights, plenty of space here for your chairs, your tents, you name it. And this door, maybe you'd be a little tight to get a grill, but I think the other side you could get a grill through that door. It's a little bit bigger, but very nice feature to have. Just keep in mind though that as you load heavy things in here, that is going to increase your tongue weight, so beware of that. They are slam latches and magnetic holds, so nice features there as well. And here we have the gravity fill for our freshwater tank, and we're getting a 27-gallon tank on this trailer, so decent size. Coming along the side, we've got our city water connection here, and it looks like we've got a spray port here as well, which is a nice feature to have. And we have nice on-road tires, nice aluminum wheels. And here we have our furnace outlet and inlet and outlet, and it looks like it's right on the outside here, so it's going to be easy to service as well. And we have a black tank flush, which is great. 30 amp connector, and it's the kind we like where the cable is separate. We've got a satellite hookup, a cable hookup as well. So here you can see that we have our dump station for both the gray and the black. Both of those tanks are 33, so that's a 33-gallon gray and a 33-gallon black. And nice location, they're easy to get at. You can see that we have a Fugatti on-demand hot water heater. We have another stabilizer here. We do get storage for the Stinky Slinky inside of the bumper, which is nice. And a little bit more diamond plating even at the back here, but you can see that that fiberglass goes all the way down to here. So that's awesome, just a single piece fiberglass roof. Really appreciate that. And we've got a back window, and that's the bathroom window. You can also see that we have camera prep. I apologize, the trailer's not super clean. The guys didn't know I was gonna film this one, so they didn't have a chance to wash it. Coming around to the campsite, you can see that we get speakers for the stereo that's installed on this trailer. We also have an awning, which is not quite the full length of the trailer, but it's definitely giving us a lot of great coverage. And I'll give you a shot of the awning open as well. If we come down here, you can see that we have a propane quick disconnect here on the campsite, which is nice. So you're going to be able to hook up your grill. And of course we had those dual propane tanks, so we got lots of propane on board. We've got another cable antenna here along with our 120 volt plugs. And you actually have a mount, so you can mount a TV on the outside of the trailer as well. So you can move it from the inside to the outside if you want to watch the game outside. Another one of our on-road tires and alloy wheels. I will point out that the suspension on this trailer is leaf spring. It's going to do the job though for sure. We've got a nice little spot here to tie up Fido, so it's a little dog leash. I think it's also a bottle opener as well. We have the grab handle to help us when we're getting in, and we have solid steps, which is nice as well, so you're not going to rock the trailer when you're getting in and out. And you can see we have a nice big window in the dinette area on the campsite, and our dinette is facing the campsite, which is a nice feature. And then we're back around to the slightly larger door for the pass-through, and I'll just give you a look in there one more time. And of course we have stabilizer here at the front. We have them on all four corners.
It's time for my final thoughts on the Gulf Stream Vista Cruiser 19 MBS, and we'll start with the surprising news that this floor plan just recently went dealer stock only. So it looks like Gulfstream is no longer building the 19 MBS. The 19 RBS remains available, which is very similar except that it has a permanent bed instead of the Murphy bed. Personally, I'd go with the permanent bed model anyway, but let us know in the comments if you think it's a mistake getting rid of the Murphy bed option with its couch. So when we talk price, I can tell you that I only found a few 19 MBSs left out there, all in Canada. Long Haul's web price in July 2026 was 36,995 Canadian dollars. I did find some of the similar 19 RBSs in the US priced between $21,000 and $25,000 on dealer websites, so these trailers are very much mid-priced, not the cheapest, but not super expensive either. Is this trailer a good value? Well, in terms of what I like about this trailer, I'm a big fan of the fully equipped kitchen, including an oven. The large dinette, the very proper dry bath, and the huge interior height are also great. I also love the single-piece fiberglass roof. On the minus side, some of the interior finishing could be better. I'd love to see a bit less weight, and a torsion suspension would be nice. My overall take is that this camper is a great option for someone with 5,000 pounds of tow capacity who wants big RV features in a manageably sized package. What do you think? Would the Vista Cruiser 19 MBS work for your camping style? Let me know in the comments. If you'd like to see something very similar but a lot lighter, click the link on the screen. Thanks for watching and take care.